proper nutrition is overlooked in the aspects of our seniors and what they eat. We want to make sure that we fuel their body as best as we can by helping them maybe pre-prepping foods so it's not so much on them. But we want to make sure that that diet is, we don't even want to say diet, we just want to say healthy foods. We want to say living better and having more energy, having a better immune system, and overall health, for their blood pressure, maybe not so much salt. I know I used to always salt my foods before even tasting them. And I remember one of my uncles saying to me one day, he's like, oh my gosh, he goes, why do you not taste that first? There's so much salt in that soup, that split pea and ham soup or whatever it was that already had a lot of salt in it. It was just such a habit, So you want to make sure that you look at those little things, right? My father-in-law, he has high blood pressure, so he's on meds for it. So he still adds quite a bit of salt to things. And I sit there and go, wow. But he's like, hey, I'm on meds, to help control that. I'm like, okay, but it's still not good for you. But anyways, whatever. People want to live the way they want to live. And if they enjoy their food that way, then, you just have to kind of just go with the flow of certain things, right? Because nobody is going to be living off of carrots and celery and everything good, especially when they didn't eat that great when they were younger. It all depends on that too. Nobody's going to change their whole diet, right? So we just want to encourage certain things. If your mom loves grapes, then put the grapes out. Make sure they're washed. Put them in a container so that they're not on the vine, so they don't have to worry about chewing into something hard, Just make it easy. Plan simple meals. Simple meals, easy to prepare, nutrient rich. Plan them ahead of time. Go over on the weekends, maybe help them prepare or put them in the freezer so that they can maybe use the microwave, whatever's easiest for them, or the stove. I know my dad did not like the microwave. He used it once in a while for certain things, but he did not like things microwaved. He liked to have his food warmed up on the stove or from the oven where it's crispy. So it just all depends on how we grew up or what we prefer. Number 2, encourage small, frequent meals, especially on days that your loved one is really having a tough day and their energy is just kind of really low and they just don't feel like, their appetite is there. You don't want to make them eat something or too much of something and it makes them feel worse. So just encourage small things, maybe their favorite things, even if it's not the healthiest, but something that, makes them feel like, okay, yeah, I'm in the mood for that, or I can take that, today. Number 3, keep your snacks close by and keep them pre-prepped, right? So if you have apples and they want them peeled or they want them sliced, maybe you can do that and let them sit out in their chair in the living room while you're prepping the food. Or your grapes, like I said, take them off the little vine. Just having some pre-prep stuff, some things you can't pre-prep, but carrots or whatever they like, little snacks, right? Their favorite snacks. Keep them accessible and keep them easy to get to, easy to open. Sometimes people have trouble opening packages, like if there's a bag of something and their hands just can't open it, well. So just letting you know, all these little things are going to add up to helping their immunity, helping their overall health, and helping their energy, because we all know that when we eat better, our energy is way better. I mean, I can speak for that myself. I mean, I know when I don't eat well, if I have a candy bar, it just kind of plummets my energy throughout the day. It makes me tired later. But it's not saying that you just can't have that stuff, but it's just saying that in moderation so that you can keep that health in a really great state. Nutrition fuels independence. So if mom and dad are feeling great, they're going to be more independent. But if they're not feeling great, if they're fatigued, if they're not feeling well, if they're weak, they could fall. So make sure that we do the best nutrition we can, the prep work, helping them keep that up and keeping it in the freezer or in an accessible place in the house, in a baggie, something beside their chair. We just need to start with one meal, one moment, one day at a time.